So I put some feelers out there. What masterclass would you like next? And one of the most popular requests was on social media design. Um, if you feel like your social media visuals are falling flat in some ways, or you're not quite sure what to do with them or what to focus on, this is the masterclass for you. There are so many ways that your visuals on social media can be out of tune or out of harmony. I had one person request, well, how do I better extend my brand identity to my social media? Which is one challenge, right? Then I had another request of how do I select the right image to match my post's message that will really resonate with where they're at and maybe even signal deeper layers, which is it's a completely different request than how do I extend my brand identity. It's almost like using a different part of the brain. So I did a little deep dive of, okay, well, where can a social media's visual be out of harmony? And I thought it would be very important for whether you're considering to take this class, or not, to help you get clearer, like a clearer diagnostic of where your soul desires to be more in harmony with, not about where you think you should be working at in social media, because visionaries don't really work that way, right? Like it resonates, it comes to you, right? So I'm going to go through a pre-masterclass exercise, a little lesson with you. I have created a wheel of visual harmony where we're going to explore where a visual on social media can be in or out of harmony. And then have you select a few to start to contemplate and maybe even come to the masterclass with on Friday, May 16th. We're going to go through 9 elements that your post visual can be in or out of harmony with. Number 1, brand identity. So this is one of the requests I got. And some questions for you to think about is, does this visual feel like it belongs to my brand's world and color, tone, and spirit? If I have a personal brand, am I present or hiding? Because your persona is just as much a part of your brand and a personal brand as your colors and your fonts. Number 2, is my post visual in harmony with the post's message? Is the message visually supported, or is there a mismatch between what's said and what's seen? And this doesn't necessarily have to be like the post caption is apple, and then the post image has to be apple, an apple. Visuals can complement the post message. It does not have to be a literal representation, but each one of these that I'm going to go through is its own little world. It has its own set of principles that we can go through to help you fully nourish and expand that place of harmony. Okay, so right now we're just touching on them. Are your posts visuals in harmony with your audience identity? So will the person that you're speaking to see themselves in your post, right? So just to keep in mind, the goal here is not for you to try to attain all the elements to be in harmony at once. That can be a bit overwhelming. We're just seeing where you'd like to focus. So for example, if you're focusing on number 1, especially if you're a personal brand, you might be focusing up showing up more in video and photography, where that might outshine the need to represent the audience identity, right? Like where do you want to focus? You can do all at once, but don't worry about that. Is my post visual in harmony with the plot point? So unless you are showing your post to a newborn baby, anybody that you're talking to is in the middle of their story somewhere. And one of the things I see very often is that you could have a really outstanding post and visual, but it misses the plot point. It's talking to a plot point that's way before or way after and misses the resonance. Do you know what I mean? Again, that's something that we'll talk through more in the master class is how to hit the visual in the right place and time on the journey. Number 5, is my post visual in harmony with the call to action? So for businesses who are doing lots of funnels, this is one for you. If you are linking to a webinar or a product that you're selling or the next step in the journey, does your post visual on social media show where you're going? And two, from a colors and style and like visual home point of view, does it look the same? Do I feel like you're taking me where you told me that you were going to take me? Okay, this is from a more conversion point of view, but really is important no matter what if you're doing a call to action. Number 6, is my post visual in harmony with emotional resonance? Okay, so there's a lot of chaos at the moment in terms of emotions and emotional spectrums. It's very easy to just throw a dart at the board and pick something general. So much I see posts that don't really evoke any emotional resonance. Not that your brand has to, but if you're focused on this, is the emotion that you want to evoke clear? Have you made that intentional? And does it actually evoke that emotion? So if you want to work on the kinesthetics, the feeling of your visuals, this is a place to focus here. Number 6, is my post visual in harmony with the subconscious? So 2 master classes ago, we worked on the art of subliminal design. So if you are interested in that recording, please let me know and I can send that to you. But we're going to be building on some of that as well as, doing a recap of that. If you want to focus on the subconscious in your post visuals, how do you do that? Right? That seems kind of vague, but there are techniques. Is my post visual in harmony with cultural and or seasonal relevance? So this is kind of related to 4. My 4 and 8 here are kind of partners. The difference is that 4 is the personal season, personal plot point. Number 8 is more of the universal cultural, like wider scope, the context in which the person is experiencing whatever problem, challenge, expansion. Does this image feel attuned to image or video goes for everything here, attuned to what's happening now in the world or in my brand's current phase? Culturally, is it appropriate? Is it resonant? Is it true? Is it representing accurately? And number 9, is my post visual in harmony with the platform that I'm posting on? So you might post something on Facebook that will not resonate on LinkedIn. Your thumbnails on YouTube are a different beast than Instagram. Do you see what I mean? So does your visual align with the mood, norms, and audience of the platform I'm posting on? So it's a lot here. And I know that there's more. I've had a few more, but we're just going to stick to 9. Okay. If you have something that comes to mind that is number 10, write it down. So what I'd like you to do is to choose 1 or 2 of the 9 elements that either A, you have challenges with and like to improve, or B is a strength and you'd like to expand. It's just something that like it lights you up in some way. Please follow the energy in this case and not what you think you should do. Okay. Here are the 9. Choose 1 or 2, jot them down. If you'd like to send them to me, whether you're seeing this on social or through email, drop me a comment if you'd like, or a DM in some way. Tell me, which number do you want to focus on? Why does that resonate with you? Send me an email back if you're getting this through email. I'd like to hear what you're thinking. If you're registering for the masterclass, please hold this intention in mind as we get to the class. The class will be a mix of presentation, kind of like this, and some interaction. How can we get in the dirt a little bit with you to see how we can really bring to life how you can show up in harmony on social media. And the point of being in harmony is, sure, some people love to be in harmony for the sake of being in harmony. But this is a type of power that does not shout. It's a type of power that builds rapport and resonates and builds trust. And there we go. So I hope to see you on Friday, May 16th. Either way, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll catch you next time.